Fiona and Cake came out. I'm so excited. I think on my side channel, I'm just going to start talking about movies and TV that I'm watching and I'm excited about. And like, oh my gosh, Fiona and Cake, new Adventure Time. You know, Adventure Time just feels like the gift that keeps on giving, because at this point in my mind, it still feels like a newer cartoon, but like it's been around for so long now. And the show just like wound up wrapping up so well, and now since then, getting the Distant Lands spin-off on HBO is just like amazing. Because honestly, even though, you know, good things do need to end, Adventure Time is just one of those worlds that's just like so beautiful and just visually pleasing to look at and like filled with so much emotion. It's like, how could they just end this world, you know? It makes sense that they came back for more. And it's always so exciting seeing like amazing pieces of art come back for more and not ruin it. Like I think of Breaking Bad making Better Call Saul, Legend of Korra is great, and even with Steven Universe, they were like, we're not going to end the show, we're going to do a movie epilogue, and then we're going to do a epilogue series, you know? And so with Adventure Time, getting like 4 1-hour specials on HBO, it's like, that's so crazy. But now coming off for a whole spin-off series. Something I'm really excited about is the first episode was storyboarded and written by like my favorite artist, Hannah K. I first found Hannah because she does storyboard for the original Adventure Time. But following her Instagram, her drawing style is definitely really unique and playful and amazing. And like anytime I'm practicing drawing, I'm definitely just going to her Instagram or Tumblr or whatever to just kind of study how she draws eyes and bodies and shadows and stuff. And I remember over the years seeing her do like a lot of different drawing studies of like Sailor Moon. And so to see that come through here with Fiona running around in a Sailor Moon outfit in the first scene, I'm like, oh, this is like so Hannah, this is awesome. And it's funny too, because Pendleton Ward, the original creator of Adventure Time, you know, he stepped down as the showrunner after a while, but still kept working on the show. And so with Fiona and Cake, I was wondering like, oh, is he not a part of this? Is this one of these things where his baby is being run without him? But then I remembered he's the voice actor for Lumpy Space Princess, and now here we go with Alice P, still voiced by Pendleton Ward.
But what's in it for me? Oh my gosh, bad food!
And also, like, Donald Glover is just so goated for coming back to be Marshall Lee, because he's big enough now to where he could just say, no, I don't want to do that. But like, Donald always has his finger on the pulse of like what is culturally important and interesting and a good thing to be a part of. And like, you know, he knows how good Adventure Time is and that it is like a really big deal to be the male version of Marceline. So it's really cool to like hear some new, essentially Childish Gambino music by having him sing that one song in the pilot.
Tumbleweeds and rattlesnakes, fighting off sidewinders. Rode to town with my guns blazing, and everyone knew I was amazing.
And yeah, all the character design is great. Like, I love how even though Fern is like this created entity from the original Finn, now in the Fionaverse, there is like a Fern to Fiona.
I dream a lot about being a hot dog.
I dream about being a banana.
Mine's too messed up to even talk about.
Hey, focus!
It's funny too that she says that her dreams are so messed up because like in theory she's dreaming about being Fiona, and she's like, oh, why am I dreaming about being this bus tour lady? And also with all the gender swapping, it's interesting how like there's somebody like Starchy who maybe they just thought, okay, Starchy just works as a man, so we're gonna keep him a man. But then you have Hunter Princess or Hunter Wizard, whatever their name is, and then, you know, the Fiona version of them is very androgynous and just like completely different vibe. And then also like all the little details and references they're doing and stuff, like obviously Simon watching Cheers and hearing the theme song, which we've heard him sing before earlier when he was Ice King. But also I'm thinking about how like Fiona, you know, she's about to enter a world where everyone knows her name. You know, she feels like a nobody. She feels like her life is boring. Things are hard. And then the life of Finn, you know, he can just adventure into like the sprawling fields and, you know, just go anywhere and do anything. And that's like so like, you know, kind of what you want to do as a kid, but, you know, as an adult, you want to do that too. And so Fiona representing that, you know, seeing her in this boring, normal adult life that, you know, a lot of the viewers of Adventure Time have, it's interesting now to see like you know, just through that song thematically, that people love the Ice King's fan fiction of Fiona and Cake, and now she is going to enter a world where everyone knows her name. And so yeah, it just feels like a really playful show. I love the colors and everything, but then also in episode 2, Simon Petrikov, the pacing and the stillness, like it feels like bigger now. Like it feels more like movie pacing. It feels less like an 11-minute cartoon where it's just snappy and moment to moment. Like they're really letting these moments breathe. They're letting the writing and kind of the character interactions, I don't know, just feel dramatic and good. And it's really funny too that they're having Finn not be the most emotionally wise person. Like he's definitely not like Steven Universe. He's telling Simon to like bottle up his emotions, and that talking about bad feelings doesn't get you anywhere, which is like, man, you know, Finn didn't have a dad. He's, you know, clearly grieving over Jake. His romance life has always been weird, and it's like hard, you know, to see Finn obviously suffering from a lot of stuff, but then also thriving as this like hulking adventurer guy still, you know. It's really funny seeing Finn elevate from like, you know, essentially all these adventures he had from like silly goofy cartoon adventures now is transformed into him basically being this like almost you know, barbarian gladiator like superhero level type dude where he can just fight things for fun with his eyes closed. It's funny too seeing the show not be completely for kids, you know. You have like Fiona saying God damn it. You see Finn saying suck on these nuts.
No one even cares about your dumb chores!
Jesus, stop!
And then also like one of the characters saying Jesus, which kind of implies like our actual Earth world, you know. So yeah, I'm just so excited to see where the show goes. I saw Maria Bamford in the credits. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Adventure Time forever. This thing just looks really, really awesome. And I love that this world can still be faithfully continued by original amazing artists. And yeah, Hannah K, like her work is super awesome. So it's so cool that she got to do the pilot. And, you know, I would watch a whole cartoon of her own, or at least, you know, her comics and things like that. And also Rebecca Sugar, like her music direction is just so amazing. Gosh. Adventure Time forever, dude. Netflix, I am fucking furious at you for canceling Midnight Gospel. That show deserved more, deserved better. Pendleton Ward is an amazing cartoon creator, man. So now between Adventure Time, Bravest Warriors, Midnight Gospel, and now Fiona and Cake, it's like, man, this whole just art, cool cartoon universe, it just keeps getting cooler and cooler. So yeah, Adventure Time forever.